EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Houston Texans and the battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. But it'll be second down. Second and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And that is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it's third down.
Some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play on third down for the Chiefs. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on first and 10. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Bell, the ball carrier.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second and 9, Mahomes. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors that seize momentum, you know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
7-yard line.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at their 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? But let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the chain.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Frank Clark in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
It's second down.
After the sack on first down, Prescott, he's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Complete to
Will Fuller.
Touchdown.
55 yards. Taking the early lead.
Taimi Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take. Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Mahomes now on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first carry now. This is Williams. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
For the Texans here, you wonder just how long it's going to take to get over the loss to the Chiefs in the postseason last year in the divisional round. You know, the Texans had a 24-0 lead on the road. Normally you'd consider that ball game, but not when Patrick Mahomes is on the other side of the field, as those Chiefs rallied back to win one of 3 times in those playoffs where they trailed by double digits and came back to get the victory.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's go, D. Mike 41, Mike 40. Yellow. 41's coming, 41 to Mike. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
At the 21-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Ball carrier.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Mahomes quickly complete out wide, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs, nothing.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Prescott from the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Houston.
Complete.
2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Texans will extend their lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it, to throw it underneath a short pass like that? But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And going deep for Hill. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Prescott's pass.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw him with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? He said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here. An inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And my goodness, another interception. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are Deep.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans push further out in front. Well, he had the big run to get down there, so you got to let him finish it off, don't you?
I think so, but what I liked even more, the fact that he wanted to finish it off. How many times have we seen a guy break off a big run, and we see that universal sign where he's tapping his helmet to get me out of the game? No! Stay out on the field and enjoy the benefits of the success you created.
And he hits pay dirt because of it. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
At the 29-yard line.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. 10th carry now for Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
And 8 at the 50-yard line.
Prescott now from the 50. It's caught. Stills right side. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up fourth down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Down at the 15-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Complete.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play act.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 3-yard touchdown run. And this offense is running away with this one.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds Mahomes right at the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. J.J. Watt able to get him for a loss of about 3. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Quick hitch, complete. It's Fuller. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Again, it's Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Elliott's again the ball carrier.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle.
Prescott.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Now the ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Derek
Nottie makes the tackle.
A gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A first down carry by Elliott, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll find Akins there, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Check, 53 is Mike. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
53 is the Mike.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
22-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. J.J. Watt, his second sack of the night. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
First down, Houston.
Prescott to throw this time. High throw, but he makes the catch. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
39-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
First down, Texans.
On first down, Elliott, and he's going to get stopped up quickly.
Ezekiel.
Give him a yard down to the 43.
Alex Okafor.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 6.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes flushed out right. Gets this one to Hill. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
5-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure you get their security deposit back.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? To throw is Prescott. Fuller brings it in over the middle.
Prescott.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. It's caught on the right side. Williams. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams.
At the Texans' 3-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now